Hello and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at the Algebra 1 concept of solving systems of equations. This is standard A.5C in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 37 of the 2019 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we need to find the value of x, and it says that we have the system of equations. That means that even though we've got two different equations here, the x and the value are being shared among them. So there's one place, assuming that we've got intersecting lines here, in which both of these lines are going to meet, right? So if we were to graph these somehow, right, we would find some spot, wherever it might be. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for the x value of that intersection if we were to graph it. So we've got two different choices that we can do. We can use elimination. That's where we add the two equations together. We try to eliminate a variable. It usually works if the coefficients are different signs. One's positive, one's negative, right? But honestly, there's a better option for us here. We're going to use substitution. And that's because look what they've given. They've already solved for y. They've already told us here that y equals, then we've got this negative 5x plus 32. So what we're going to do is we're simply going to substitute. Since it is a system of equations, we're going to substitute this into this equation. Watch what happens when we do that. 3x minus 5. Now I'm going to put in what they told us y equals. Y equals negative 5x plus 32, and that equals 22. Well, now y is gone. Now I've got one variable, x, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. So we need to simplify. First, let's go ahead and distribute this out. So I've got negative 5 times negative 5x. That's going to be a positive 25x. I will need to combine like terms. Negative 5 times a positive 32, that's going to be a negative. And that's going to be a 160. All right, so let's go ahead and combine these like terms. It's going to be 28x's. And then we need to add 160 to both sides. That gets me just a 28x on one side, and that's going to give me 182. Now we need to go ahead and divide both sides by 28. And we could do that long ways, or we can pull out our calculators. Either way, 182 divided by 28 is going to get you 6.5. Now, how do we know that's the correct answer? Well, let's plug it in to, let's say, this first one. Y equals negative 5, 6.5 plus 32. Let's see if we get the same y value for both. That's going to be kind of our double check here. So let's see. Y equals 6.5 times negative 5 is going to be negative 32.5. That's interesting. Plus 32. It's going to get me a negative 0.5, which is another answer, right? That's D, but we're not looking for that. But let's see what happens when I plug this in to this one right here. Should get the same y value if I solve for y. 3 times 6.5 minus 5y equals 22, right? So that's going to be 19.5 minus 5y equals 22. Subtract 19.5 from both sides, right? So 22 minus 19.5, you're going to get 2.5. And then, yeah, let's divide both sides by negative 5 to isolate that, and guess what you're going to get? You're going to get negative 0.5. So either way, we're looking at the same y value when we plug in the x, which means it is the solution there, so our answer here is C. 6.5, or 6 5/10.